Have you ever noticed how the people who end up truly wealthy do not look magical or manic? They just look steady. They drive the same reliable car, wear the same comfortable clothes, and follow the same quiet routine every single day. While everyone else is busy chasing the next flashy upgrade, these individuals are stacking quiet moves that buy them choices you cannot see. They are buying time, calm, and most importantly, the ability to say no to things they do not want to do. That is the exact energy we are tapping into today. We are moving past the theatrics and the heroics to look at a handful of simple habits done so consistently that money has no choice but to pile up. Think of your finances like a bucket. Most people are so focused on pouring more water into the bucket that they never notice the 5 or 6 massive holes in the bottom. They work 40 hours a week, get their paycheck, and then wonder why it vanishes into thin air before the next Monday rolls around. The truth is, there are systematic ways that money leaks out of your life, and once you understand these patterns, you can plug them permanently. This is not about living off ramen noodles or becoming a financial monk. It is about building a system that runs in the background while you live your normal life. Let us start with the first habit that sets everything else in motion. You need to start before you feel ready. That voice in your head will always have a reason for you to wait. It tells you that you need more research, a better plan, or a perfect moment. Rich people do not argue with that voice, they simply work around it. They lower the bar so they can ship something small today, and they let confidence chase action rather than the other way around. 10 minutes of forward motion beats 10 days of overthinking every single time, because momentum is what eventually compounds into skill and income. Treat starting like a light switch, not a grand ceremony. Set a timer for 10 minutes tonight and do that one tiny financial step you have been avoiding. Open that brokerage account or schedule that first small recurring buy. That string of imperfect repetitions is what turns into a streak, and streaks are incredibly hard to break. Once you are moving, you need to address the silent killers in your bank statement. I like to call these the subscription vampires. These little monsters are quietly draining your account every single month, and they are so good at staying hidden that you probably do not even know you are being attacked. Think about all those free trials you signed up for and forgot to cancel. Maybe it was a meditation app you used twice, or a streaming service you wanted for one specific show. Individually, $10 or $15 does not seem like much. But when you add them up, most households are bleeding over $100 every single month on services that provide zero value. Canceling these unused subscriptions gives you an immediate financial win with absolutely no downside. The strategy is simple but requires you to be a bit of a detective. Go through your bank statements from the last 3 months and identify every single recurring charge. Be ruthless with your choices. If you have not used a service in the past 30 days, cancel it right now. That extra $100 a month, when invested, could be worth tens of thousands of dollars over the next few decades. Next, we have to talk about how you handle the money you actually keep. The wealthy do not try to save what is left over at the end of the month. Instead, they make saving the default setting by making it automatic. Willpower is flaky and unreliable, but systems are consistent. The moment money hits your account, a slice should disappear to your savings and investments before your brain can invent a reason to spend it. Think of it like rent you are paying to your future self. If you route 20% of your paycheck on payday, that money is gone before breakfast. This automation protects you from your own mood swings and the ups and downs of life. Whether you have a busy week or the market feels choppy, your system keeps working. Over time, your lifestyle quietly adapts to what is left over, rather than the other way around. Keep the setup simple by having one account for your cash buffer and one for your long-term investing. The less you see the money, the less you will be tempted to touch it. Schedule that first transfer for your next payday and let the system do the heavy lifting for you. While you are setting up your system, you also need to grab the free money that is already on the table. Before you try to outsmart the market or find the next hot stock, make sure you are capturing every dollar of your employer match. If your company offers a retirement match, raising your contribution to meet that full match is the closest thing to a guaranteed 100% return you will ever see. You contribute $1 and they drop in $1. It is not fancy, but it is free. The same logic applies to tax-advantaged accounts like a Roth IRA or a health savings account. Putting money into these accounts lets more of your dollars grow untouched by the government. This means compounding can work much harder for you without you doing anything extra. Log into your benefits portal today and make sure your contribution captures the entire match, not just part of it. Now we have to address the biggest downside that eats wealth faster than you can earn it. That is high interest debt. High-interest debt is essentially negative compounding. Every month you carry a balance on a credit card, a double-digit interest rate is dripping money out of your future and into someone else's pocket. You cannot outrun a 25% interest rate with clever investing. First, you have to stop the leak by treating toxic balances like a genuine emergency. Pause your non-essential spending and funnel every extra dollar into your highest interest debt first. This is known as the debt avalanche method, and it is the most mathematically efficient way to reclaim your freedom. As you pay down these balances, your breathing room will return surprisingly fast. Make new debt harder to create by removing saved cards from your browser and lowering your card limits. When a card finally hits a zero balance, celebrate the win but tuck the card away so it does not creep back into your daily life. Your payoff is not just freedom from interest, it is cash flow you can now redirect to assets that actually grow. Once the leaks are plugged, it is time to let your money work even when you do not. If every single dollar you earn depends on you physically showing up, you have built a job, not wealth. You need to flip the script by owning a slice of the economy. Set a recurring buy into a broad market index fund and turn on dividend reinvestment. Even small, steady contributions of $50 or $100 a week stack up shockingly fast when they happen on autopilot. The stock market has averaged about a 10% annual return over the last century, despite every war and recession we have faced. You can also look into building assets that you create once and earn from often. Package a skill you already have into a digital product or a template that sells while you sleep. The key is routing every dollar of this passive income straight back into your investment account so the flywheel speeds up on its own. Finally, you must learn to learn fast from your mistakes. Rich people do not avoid mistakes. They simply shorten the time between a failure and the next attempt. Treat every financial flop like a data point rather than a verdict on your character. If a purchase was a mistake, do a quick 2-minute review to understand what went wrong and how to avoid it next time. Momentum beats perfection every single day of the week. Keep your bets small and reversible so you can iterate without any major drama. Protect your mindset while you grow and compare your current self only to who you were last month. None of these habits require perfect timing or a brand new personality. They just require small moves that you repeat until they become the background music of your life. Pick one habit to set up tonight. 10 minutes is more than enough to start. Schedule a transfer, block out a focused sprint on your calendar, or cancel that one subscription you never use. Tiny steps create streaks, streaks create momentum, and momentum is what ultimately creates freedom. You have the map and you have the system. Now it is time to flip the switch. Take that first step tonight, and your future self will thank you for years to come.